normally try to get better lighting, and I have not cleaned myself up today, but it's Thursday and I don't want to clean myself up. I'm going to my kid's basketball practice at 5:30, but that's the only thing I've got going on today that is not me sitting at that chair. All of my favorite YouTubers, it seems, have been making videos like this where they look like they've been through battle, and instead of going gung-ho into the next year, I see a lot of people thinking like, what exactly am I doing? I feel that way right now. I've been making videos for 2.5 years now. In some ways, I have lost sight of who exactly you are. Part of the reason for that is I like to do a lot of things, and if you look at my YouTube analytics, the videos that have done well are very different than what I expected. A lap steel video that I made has over 100,000 views. A sample library video that I made about Hunter's instrument has 130,000 or something crazy like that. And that makes a little bit more sense because I know that many of you follow what I'm doing because of sample libraries. Then there are other videos that I make about music production and licensing that often get more of a response, but they don't do as well as views. And I know views don't matter, but at the same time, I'm trying to grow a YouTube channel. Part of this video is going to sound like me whining, but I want my videos to be about you all. And so when I talk about this, when it comes to videos, I want you to think about music for most of you. There's two YouTubers named Colin and Samir, and they make videos about the creator economy, right? And they talk to different creators about how they monetize their business and grow their business. And they have this simple Venn diagram that makes a ton of sense. You know, over here, you've got videos that I want to make, or in your case, music that you want to make. Maybe you make videos as well, or I don't know, whatever it is. The stuff that we want to make that gets us super excited. And then over here is what the audience wants, right? And those two they cross, they need to cross, and I know they cross in some ways with what I'm doing because some of you do keep coming back every week to watch, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. But not everything that I want to make, I realize is going to be what you all want to watch. And then the third part of this Venn diagram down here at the bottom is videos that work well on YouTube. And that's a whole different thing, you know, determining what does well on this YouTube platform. And like any good Venn diagram, when you take all that information and you actually try to make sense of it, there's only a small amount of videos that work for me and for you and for YouTube. And that's what I want to make. And this video is about me trying to learn a little bit more about who exactly you are. If you've been with me from the beginning, or you've been around for a couple months, but you really think that what I'm doing can help you, I'd love for you to write in the comments just what it is you do. You can talk about what you like about me. That'd be really cool as well. But what I want to know is, who are you? You know, do you do music for a living? Are you just getting started? Have you been doing it for a long time? Are you interested in production music? Are you interested in music licensing? Do you like when I make lighting videos, which is, you know, probably not. Originally, this video was going to be called Tension and Compromise, and I feel like those are the two things that are always present in my life as a creator of some kind. There's this tension that I'm not quite where I want to be, but I'm doing it, but I'm not succeeding the way that I want. And it always involves some kind of compromise. And both of those things sound really negative, but both of those things are what have led me to the point where I have opportunities to actually do things that people might enjoy and learn from. And so it's easy to see those as a negative, but I trust that they are a positive. So as I think about what I want to do with this YouTube channel moving forward, I've got to enjoy it. And I still do. I love making videos, even this video. I want to figure out how to make it work on YouTube. But more than anything, I want it to inspire you, to educate you, to inspire you, make you want to write a piece of music, learn a new instrument. That's what I want the outcome of this channel to be for you. Now, that being said, moving forward, I know some of the videos are going to be about sample libraries because I'm working on one that I am unbelievably excited about. I'm working with my friends Hunter and Owen. I'll just tell you, it's soft drums. It's like a big version of the free soft drums that I have available that you can go download. It's taken a long time, mostly my fault. The other guys have other things going on too, and we're all just trying to balance it. And it's super close, and I think I'm a couple months away. But there will definitely be videos about that, and I'll talk about how I use it and how it was made. Selling sample libraries is never what I expected to happen, but it is a way for me to kind of monetize this YouTube channel outside of YouTube. And I'll go ahead and share a couple other ideas, which is probably a bad idea because they're just ideas. I have been recording myself do some tasks like mixing. I don't think they'll make great YouTube videos because it's just me kind of going through what it is that I do. It's not all that exciting, entertaining. Sometimes they're 45 minutes long. But I've been recording these with the thought that perhaps I could start something like a Patreon for these videos that I don't think really work well in that YouTube part of the Venn diagram, what YouTube wants. But it could be beneficial to a smaller group of you who are perhaps willing to support me in that way. And if that's interesting to you, I'd love to know what it is that I do that you would like to know a little bit more about. And another one of those ways that YouTubers seem to make a little money on the side, a lot of talk about money here, but I gotta make something. I'm working on another sample library, and I'm going to document the process from start to finish. And I know that everything that I do is out there in the Piano Book community, but perhaps my take and my process and in one contained place would be a good starting point for those of you who've always wanted to sample instruments but never have. And also, I want to talk about the importance of it. It goes beyond just making a sound. I know so much more about the way sound works and the way these instruments work, and that makes me 10 times the computer producer, programmer, whatever, because I understand it better and I can get the sounds that I want so much faster instead of having to go through presets all day long and getting lost in the thousands and hundreds of thousands of different options that are out there. I use my instruments all the time, if only as a starting point to get to a completely different sound. But I know them very well. I know how to manipulate them. So I'm going to document all that as I make a library, and I'll decide what to do with that. Maybe it just needs to go on the channel. Maybe it needs to go in a Patreon, or maybe it is a course, something that I could charge a little money for. I have ambitions. I would like to make a lot of money, but really what I'm trying to do is continue to make YouTube videos because I love it so much. But there is that tension in me right now that says, John, 8 to 10, 12, 15 hours a week making these videos without much financial return perhaps is not sustainable for the next 20 years. But if I can figure out a few ways to make it work but not compromise too much, there's that compromise word, well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, and I could use your help with that. But I'm only making this silly video because so many of you seem to care about what it is that I do and have found value in what I do, and that just blows my mind. Still, to this day, I'll never understand it, but I'm grateful for it, and I'm gonna keep at it. I'd love to get your thoughts. Leave them in the comments. Take care.